friends, MD Vegan. One of my all-time favorite salads. It's a field salad, also called Rapunzel in Germany, like a fairy tale. Here, these are Rapunzel field salad, and it's very easy to make. You just wash them, bat them, and cleanse a little bit, and you even can eat the roots here. They are clean. How wonderful! And they're available all over the year, and there are many ways to make it, but you can eat actually these little field salad plants as is. You don't even need a dressing for it. So I make it like this. It tastes amazing. A gentle nutty flavor, and it's super healthy. It's dark green, but still tender. Perfect salad. A little bit more expensive, of course. This is a very special salad. But it's very easy to make a dressing for it. Today I make just a cream dressing, basically sour cream. And that is just a handful of cashews here. A little bit of lemon and dates. Yeah, that's all. And water, of course. I have 3 dates here, small pitted dates. They are soft, and half a lemon. And well, I begin with a quarter lemon. I begin only with a quarter. Here, this I do not use now. First, I begin with a small amount. The cashews make a nice cream, and I want just a little bit of seasoning. I put a cup of water in there and blend it. Yeah. The first blending, I will eventually blend it a second time. Let her dance. Cashews are wonderful nuts. They are so simple to use. You don't need to filter nothing. They are so creamy. There's a slightly sweet flavor in them, as opposed to macadamia nuts. They are a little bit more savory. And here the color is so nice. It's just a white color like we know from cream. I will let it sit for a while. It firms up a little bit. And then maybe I'll blend it again because I didn't soak the cashews. So it's maybe nicer even if I blend it a second time. After a moment. Let me see now the flavor. Ever so slightly sour and sweet. You know what? I don't know if I want to have more lemon. Maybe I put the rest of the lemon in there. Blend them shortly. And we're doing a second blending anyway. Just to make it a little bit of lemon. So now I go with the salad bowl, put the field salad in. Yeah, it's a big bowl and it is for one meal. It can be a full meal. Just put them in. And you know, it's a very nice, they have a nice texture there. You tender leaves, you know. And when you have this kind of leaves, any kind of salad, this is a medium firm. It's still tender, I would say. The dressing has to be very light. If you put a heavy dressing on top of it, yeah, all these will mesh together, and the beauty of the salad, yeah, the crunchiness, the lightness will vanish. So be careful with the dressing, yeah. So I put in the ingredients first, the other ingredients first, and then I put the dressing on top. I'll show you in a moment. First now, the other ingredients. There are some wonderful things in there. I have this heirloom tomato here. This is one tomato. Look at this beautiful color in the inside. You know, I first saw these in an American farmer's market. Yeah, I thought, what is that? Now they have them here in Germany, in Berlin too, in the health food shop. I don't buy them that often because they are pretty expensive, but they are wonderful. They are yummy. They are all through the year delicious, like the field salad. I don't know where they get them from. I don't rather ask. But tomatoes are wonderful with field salad in general. I put them on top. Yeah, I have to cut them in small pieces, otherwise to mash the salads and to fit a little bit. And one onion, and this is sliced onion, very thinly sliced. You see, this is the onion slices, and that's important. when you have a very sharp onion and you slice it thinly, as I did here, then the dressing will soak through the onion. The onion will lose this strong flavor and deliver it to the dressing. That way you have a nice dressing, and you don't need to season that so strong in this case because the salad already tastes so great. Yeah, this salad doesn't need a great tasting dressing, just a little slightly. The creaminess is enough, and the onions will release their hot flavor into the dressing. So that is also a seasoning for the dressing. Yeah, it goes both ways, yeah. Especially with onions when they are thinly sliced. That's what I want to say. So these are now my 3 main ingredients for the salad. To keep it all on the overside, yeah, to have it all on my mind what I eat. It's very nice to be aware of what I eat if I have hundreds of ingredients and I forget what is in there. So to begin, yeah, to evolve my taste buds, yeah, I like small, easy numbers of ingredients. So this is the thing I wanted to show you today. 3 main ingredients, and this here is of course the queen, the top, pine nuts. And also they are perfect with field salad, so fitting. Field salad is a very wonderful salad, very precious salad. Pine nuts are very precious. I don't take them all the time. They are a little more expensive. If you have a right sauce, a good sauce to buy them, for example, Iranian shops or Afghanistan shops, Persian shops. In some cities they have these big shops where all the Iranians, Persians, Iraqis, Afghans, and so they go and buy, and the shopkeepers, they already know what they need and they buy these things in huge quantities. You have pine nuts, pistachios, dates in wonderful quality, all kinds of quality, very inexpensive. And that's why I sometimes go to these shops and get some pine nuts, very inexpensive for our understanding. We in the health food shop in Germany, pine nuts are super expensive. Yeah. I can't afford that, but in these shops it's okay. So now I get back to my dressing, and I want to see. Yeah, it's a bit creamier now. I'll blend one more time to make it really creamy, because very fine then, and then I toss it. The second blending is quickly, it's just a little bit to make it creamier. It's a nice texture. It's runny, not too heavy. It's important for the salad. Now the ratio is nice. It's a very gentle, ever so slightly sweet and sour flavor in this cream. Perfect. The rest will be done by the field salad, by the onions and by the tomatoes. You see, I do just this here. Not too much. Yeah, I could use everything, but it's okay here. You see, and I will not toss it now. I will toss it only when I serve it and eat it. Yeah? Now they can sit for a while, but once I toss it, I put my salad forks and I toss it really, then the leaves begin to change their texture, and I want to avoid that. Yeah? I want to do it only when I eat it, directly before the eating. And now I put the pine nuts on top. Yeah. Decorate the top of the eye. I hope you enjoy. The field salad is a great option to get the greens in, the daily greens, so important. Try to have greens every day. Makes my diet really complete. Without a green a day, the next day, yeah, when I eat them again, I feel my body breathes really into every cell. The greens are really missing. One of the most important nutrients is the greens. Fruit maybe is the most precious of all foods. Yeah, it's so expensive to produce fruit. They are so wonderful, the colors, everything. But green is maybe the most important for us. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If so, subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Give me a like for this video. Have another video, another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and Twitter.